Wonder Woman 798. We are ramping up to the end of this arc, which is issue 800, right? Supposedly, this current arc that is like the War of the Gods is ending with like a Lazarus Planet tie-in still, which feels wrong because why are we still talking about Lazarus Planet? I literally feel like nobody else is talking about that story. Insane that Wonder Woman's doing it. This book was a fever dream. I have not been reading the tie-ins to Lazarus Planet. I don't care. I thought I was going to get the resolution to the Hera Hates Mortals arc in the pages of Wonder Woman. I'm not. I thought that would be the big ramp up to the end of this arc. Like we're coming off of Wonder Woman fighting the goddess of all goddesses, and then we're relaunching into a new number one. That's not what's going to happen. This arc concludes in the next issue of Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods, and then for 799 and 800, it's something new. Who knows what that is? This issue, if you haven't been reading Lazarus Planet, made no sense. So this issue made no sense. This singular issue, if you haven't been keeping up, just brought back a lot of people. We're in Washington, D.C. Last issue, there was a guy in a black cloak who is guiding Diana. It's Ares. And Ares, is this a redesign for him? I don't know. He looks young and angry, and like if you mixed, Ziggy and Steve into one guy, he looks just like that. And I'm like, he's here to help Diana for some reason because he thrives on chaos and he don't give a shit who knows it. He's not going to stand up the gods because if they're warring, then he's going to be on the warring side. I'm like, okay, cool. Ares is here now. That's fun. And he's a good guy, quote unquote. He's on the side of the good guy. Cool. You know who else just shows up randomly? Billy Batson. If you haven't been reading any of the Lazarus Planet stuff, Billy Batson was gone. Mary Marvel was the new Shazam, but Billy's back and he's just Shazamming it up. And he looks like Shazam. And it's cool, right? I don't know. And we're just going to have like a team form, right? So we're just going to this is it. This is the climactic ending to this arc that has been jumping between this and tie-in issues of an event that didn't need to be a tie-in because it wasn't an event. I don't understand that. So Diana has her team. She has Ziggy and Steve and Etta and Minerva and Yara's here. Somebody remembered Yara. Billy's here and Mary Blomfeld is here. You know what's been really cool? That Mary Blomfeld and Yara Fleur are really two smart characters that had an audience established for them that people have been talking about that the company is just ignoring completely. I like both of those books a lot. I like both of those characters. You putting them in this issue of Wonder Woman is not enough to sell me that you care about them, especially stuff that happens with Mary in this issue. It pisses me off to no end. This is such a bizarre issue. A fight's coming. Hera comes down with three gods, and it's just going to turn into a fight between Diana and Hera. That's it. And that's fine. You don't have to do anything else. Everyone's just like, well, I guess we can't fight until this one's long overdue, and they smack themselves around for a bit. So this book just turns into Hera and Diana doing like a godly battle, Man of Steel style, just punching each other into streets and buildings and calling each other out on their bullshit. Diana's like, you are acting a lot like Zeus, and she's just like, well, I'm better than Zeus. I am free. I'm my own person. You thrive on like you say these earthlings and these mortals like thrive on like love and power and hope. They're angry and arrogant and selfish, and that's what I see. I'm ridding the world of that evil. And she's like, no, you're not, Hera. You're being spoiled. And it's weird. I think the weirdest part is that there's a panel where Hera kicks Diana in the face, and she's not wearing boots or shoes. It's a bare foot. I don't know why that was weird to me. It's like we don't see a lot of feet in this story, and now there's just one. Okay. I guess Hera doesn't need to wear shoes, but it was just like a weird thing to see. But Diana gets beaten, senseless. Love is a lie. Hera plummets her to the earth. And we see that Mary just walks up and is like, whoa, I'm not going to let you die. I know we're not supposed to intervene if like this weird fight, but I know something. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything. Mary gives Diana her Shazam powers. So Diana gets Shazammed up. Didn't this exact thing just happen in Dark Crisis where Black Adam gave everybody Black Adam powers? This is the exact same premise of that. You get extra powers from a Shazam character because they have a movie out right now that nobody is watching or cares about, so we're just disrupting this story for that. It's so bizarre. And you know what happens? Mary loses the power. She loses the power. She had it for 4 issues in her own series, and this tie-in run. We couldn't have it last a full year. Yara lasted a full year. Mary couldn't make it a full year. Are you kidding me? That is annoying. That sucks. But Diana is now like a weird golden freak just spinning around. She has become the thing that she's apparently never wanted, and that is to be like a full-on god. She's now one of like the top gods or something. Something she's never wanted. You know? Diana never wanted divinity. She never wanted to be that. Okay, cool. She's also barefoot too. I'm like, that's fine. Weird stuff going on in this book. I guess you don't have to openly say Diana doesn't want to be divine or a god. It's just kind of implied, I guess. I don't know. It seems like that's something that should be a core belief of the character that doesn't get brought up enough to make it a common thing that everybody knows. Because I'm telling you now, I'm sure a huge majority of people think she's a god. So whatever. Strange. Mary's upset, and Steve's like, we gotta get you out of here. You're useless now. What are you gonna do? You're just a girl. Ugh. Could you imagine just like a random girl here who literally gave Diana the upper hand to fight Hera? As that's happening, Steve is visited by he's visited by like the goddess of love in Greek mythology. I'm not gonna even try to attempt the name. No idea how it goes. And she's like, your time is coming up, Steve Trevor. You are going to die, but your love for Diana is stronger than anything. And I'm like, that's cool. Threaten him some more. Ziggy shows up and he's like, did you just see a Valkyrie, dude? Man, you're so lucky. That's great. Everything's weird here. Look at the fight going on. Like, we're just dudes and there's gods fighting above us. Ain't life grand? I'm like, okay, dude. Still having fun and doing your thing. And then, cool, just a fight. It's just a fight. Hera's like, forget it. Kill them. Let's end this early. And we see everyone's going in for the kill. Doesn't work because Diana is full-on a god now. And she has the Shazam logo on a white and gold costume. It looks good. It's a really good-looking costume. I just think we've done this already. You know, we've literally done something similar to this. So freaking weird. And I just like that Ares is like, that's awesome. You're one of us now. That's really cool. I know you don't like this, but I like it, and I could get used to seeing you like this weird pervy dude. You're not like one of the hot bimbos we've seen in the other guys in this book. You're annoying, and I don't like it. And you think it's going to end here, but it doesn't. We see that Hera uses some strong electric powers from the wizard. I'm going to kill you all. And then Diana's like, after you. And she does the same big powers. It's like, and that's where the issue ends. Follow any of that? Was any of that compelling? Look, Hera going against the mortals. There's something there. When it just turns into her doing a Shazam tie-in, I think that's lazy. I think that's kind of lame. But we also get a follow-up to the new Champion of Shazam arc with the writer, Josie Campbell is writing it. This pissed me off to no end. It did one thing cool. So in the midst of the fight, when we see that Diana's going to go after Hera, she just stops, comes back down to Mary's like, hey, thanks, Mary. You're the reason I'm here. And you are special. You are different. You deserve everything. You should have been special, and you got all this stuff. So here's some things in a chest I'm going to give to you. Now, what's also very interesting about this is that Diana calls her a marvel. Very cool. So Diana gives her a chest. It's got, like, bracelets, shoes with wings and like a headband, like she's Hermes. Is that the one that flies? Strange. But they fight Typhon, who's like a big snake god. And now we see that Mary is just going to call herself Mary Marvel again. Can we finally loosen up on the Marvel grip and people can use it aside from Marvel Comics? Is that allowed? So, Mary Blomfeld very recently, got the power of Shazam in a tie-in book that's not her own or Billy's own book. She loses the power and gets bracelets from an Amazon just to call herself Mary Marvel. That is a downgrade if I ever heard one. A massive, massive downgrade. That is so lame. So lame. Ugh, I don't know. Like, what a weird book. She turns into a drag him out, knock him out fight with the gods. That's something to do, I guess. Why is Billy here? Who knows? Why did we ruin Mary like that? Who knows? It looks fine. It's written well enough. I just think we've reached the natural conclusion of this type of Wonder Woman story, that maybe it's time we do something new. I'm kind of excited for something different to happen. It's about time. Weird Fury of the Gods tie-in. I don't like it. So Wonder Woman 798, I am going to give a 6 out of 10. And thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.